So in today's video tutorial, I want to teach you guys everything that you need to know about running TikTok ads from the TikTok Ads Manager account in 2025 if you are based in Nigeria or any other African countries. So if you have been running TikTok ads from the TikTok app, then this is a video that you must watch, because running ads from the TikTok Ads Manager account gives you access to more features, and that is why I am making this video to teach you guys the step-by-step guide on how to run TikTok ads from the TikTok Ad Manager account in 2025, like I said. So the first option is just open your browser, then type ads.tiktok.com. So once you open your browser, you type ads.tiktok.com, then you're going to have the same interface just like the one that you're seeing right now. Then the first step is just to click on where you're seeing get started. So once you click on get started, you'll be taken to a new tab, so you don't have to worry. You see that we have two options here. We have Business Center and Ads Manager. So remember, we want to create an ad. So since we want to create an ad, we'll be clicking on the second option that says Ads Manager. So I'm going to click on Ad Manager here, and let's wait for it to open. So once it is fully opened, then we can proceed. So you see that we have about three campaign objectives here. So we have the brand awareness, the sales, and the lead generation. But then come down to the bottom here, you can see where it says switch to full version. So click on it and switch to full version so that we can have access to more targeting objectives. So click on it, confirm. Once it has opened, you can see that we have different campaign objectives here. So we have the reach for awareness, we have traffic, video, community interaction, app promotion, lead generation, and sales. So I will be explaining what each of these objective means quickly. So the first one is reach. So reach basically has to do with awareness. When you want to create a brand awareness about your product or maybe your brand, depending on the awareness that you want to create for your product or your brand. Also, we have traffic. So this traffic basically has to do with you sending traffic from TikTok app to maybe your landing page. So if you have a landing page or a website and you want to generate massive traffic or people from from TikTok app to your landing page, then this is the best option for you. Now, how about video? So let's say you have video and you want people to watch your video, you want to get engagement on that video, you want people to watch, you want people to click on the video, you want people to comment, share, and the rest of them. So this is what you have to do. So most especially for content creators that are just coming in, so this is the best option for you to promote your videos. How about this community interaction? So community interaction basically has to do with you getting people to your profile, to your TikTok profile, probably to follow your account or to visit your TikTok profile, as well as live stream. So you know there are people that sell things on TikTok live. So if you want to promote your TikTok live so that the live can get to a whole lot of people, then this is the best option for you. So all you have to do is to click on community interaction and follow the procedure. But then I will be making another video where I will be setting up campaign on each of these ad objectives so that you can follow the same method and replicate it on your own ad account so that you can get the same result just like me. How about app promotion? So this app promotion is actually two-way thing. Either you want to promote an app or you want to sell a product inside an app. Take for instance, you want to purchase a product from let's say Jumia app for instance, and the advertising product on Jumia app. You already have the Jumia app on your phone, so you don't have to install the Jumia app anymore. So all you have to do is to click on the button on that video and you'll be taken straight to the product inside the app where you can make purchase or maybe booking depending on what the offer is. How about lead generation? So lead generation basically has to do with you getting leads of people, probably their phone number, name, email address, depending on what you want to obtain from your clients. So and you can actually do this through two ways. You can either use TikTok lead form, or you can generate leads directly to your website depending on the one that you are convenient with. So sales, so if you are used to a meta ad, you should know about sales. So there's nothing different here. So if you want to sell something, or you're into what is it called, e-commerce, and you want to promote your brand, you want to sell something on TikTok, basically this is the option, this is the campaign objective that you have to use, which is a sales campaign objectives. So once you use this sales campaign objective, it means that you want to like make sales from the TikTok app, either through your TikTok shop, which is not yet available in Nigeria, or maybe through your app or a website. So this is just how it works. But then for the sake of this tutorial, I don't want it to be lengthy, just for me to show you guys how to set up TikTok ad in 2025 in Nigeria here. So all you have to do is to select any of these options, any of these campaign objective, depending on what you are trying to achieve or what you're trying to like say at the end of the day. But then I'll be using this option that says traffic. So I want to generate traffic of people from TikTok to probably my landing page or my website. So I want to get people from TikTok to visit my landing page. So this is the kind of ad that I want to set up right now. So let me show you guys the step-by-step guide on how to set up this ad. So remember, once you click on this traffic objective, come to the right hand side here where you see campaign setup. So if you come to this campaign setup, you see that we have about 3 options here. So we have the manual campaign, we have the smart plus campaign, and then the search campaign. So but then the option that we want to go with is this first option that says manual campaign, because we want to have access to all the features. We want to do the targeting, everything by ourselves. So we don't want to follow their own pre-existing setup, because it may not give us the right kind of result that we want at the end of the day. So this smart campaign, basically this has to do with their TikTok AI. So you want to follow their AI to set up the ad for you, which is not 100% recommended. So if you are used to running meta ads, you know that most of the time we actually select a manual campaign objective. So that is why I am selecting manual here. I'm going with manual here. So how about search to create campaign with keyword and ads within TikTok search result page. So this may yield a little result, because for these ads to be shown to people, they have to enter that search term on their TikTok search bar before your ad can actually pop up for them. But then this is not what we are trying to achieve here. So we want our ads to appear to people who are in that target audience that we are actually targeting directly on their feed, which is their TikTok feed. So this is what we are trying to achieve. So like I said, we're going to leave it on the first option that says a manual campaign objective. So once you leave it there, scroll down to this point where we have a campaign settings. So the first thing is to give your campaign a name, just like meta ad. So you need to give it a unique name, because a time is going to come that you're going to have a whole lot of campaign on your ads manager, and it's going to be difficult for you to differentiate between each of these campaigns. So for you not to have these difficulties in the future, that is why it is highly important that you give your campaign a unique name, probably a name that has to do with the product or service that you are promoting at that particular point in time, so that it's going to be easier for you to recall in the future. However, there are nomenclatures that you have to follow when it comes to naming. But then this is Nigeria, and I want you to do what is working for you. Give your campaign a name that you can remember now, and you can also remember in the future. So for the sake of this tutorial, I am going to write a tutorial campaign. I'm going to write tutorial campaign. So the next option is what? Create a split test. So if you are used to meta ad, you know that we have a A/B testing. So A/B testing in meta ads and split test in TikTok ads, they are the same thing. So it means you testing one ad variant against the other variant to know which one is performing best, and also which one is giving you the best result. So but then this is not necessary here, and I don't want to do this for two reasons. Number one, the video is going to be lengthy, and number two, it's going to be complicated, and I don't want this process to be complicated, because if it is complicated, it's going to be difficult for you guys to replicate the same result on your end. So since I don't want it to be complicated, I'm not going to be creating a split test, but maybe in future I am going to be creating another tutorial to show you guys how to create a split test in TikTok ads. So the other option that we have here is our campaign budget. So we have campaign budget optimization, then just set campaign budget. But we'll be using this option that says campaign budget optimization, because the time is going to come that you're going to have maybe two, three ad set or ad groups. So if you have about two, three ad groups and you are using campaign budget optimization, this means that the budget is going to be distributed evenly among these ad groups that you have in your ad group level. So but then there are ad groups that are going to spend more money than the other ad group, and this means that this ad group are giving you more result than the other one. So this is how you get to know the ad group that is performing well and also the ad group that is not performing well, and then you can turn it off. So I am going to enter a value here. So I'm going to be spending 5,000 naira per day. So you see that we have daily budget and lifetime budget. So lifetime budget basically has to do with the total amount of money that you are willing to spend for that time frame in which the ad is going to run. So if you want to run the ad for like 10 days and you're willing to spend maybe 50,000 for that period of 10 days, and that is why you have to select the second option and you put 50,000 naira for 10 days. But then I don't want to do that. I want to put it on daily and I want to be monitoring my ad closely. So there is no point for me to select this option that says a lifetime budget. And also on your end, I want to strictly recommend to you that you don't have to use this option of lifetime budget. Just go with daily budget and you will be fine at the end of the day. So once you've done with everything here, you've checked that everything is okay, that is when you can click on this continue button. So once you click on this continue button, you'll be taken to the ad group level. Remember, so this is the ad group level and this is where the main targeting is done. So you need to pay attention very well, because if you do not pay attention, then you're going to find it difficult to replicate what I'm doing right now on your own TikTok ads manager account. So you see that we have optimization location, like where we want to send people to. Do we want to send people to a website? Do we want to send people to an app or a TikTok shop? So like I said, TikTok shop, I am not sure, like I'm not sure of this right now, but then I am not sure if TikTok our shop is available in Nigeria at the moment. So since I am not sure and I don't have an app, I will be using this option that says a website. So but let's say I have an app and I want to generate traffic of people from TikTok app to my own mobile app that I have. All I have to do is to click on this app and I'll be sending people to my app. But since I don't have any app, I'm going to be using this first option that says a website. So this means that I will be generating a whole lot of traffic of people from the TikTok app to my website. So remember, this is ad group and you have to give your ad group a name too. But like I said, there is the nomenclature that you have to follow when it comes to giving your campaign ad group name. So make sure that you give it something unique that you can always remember in the future. So now that we have selected our optimization location, what is next? We have placement. So you see that we have automatic placement, and then we have another option that we can select placement manually. So like I said, if you guys remember in the beginning, we choose to set up this campaign manually instead of following their own automated targeting option or campaign setup option for us. So because we want to have access to more features, like we want to control where we want our adverts to show and also the kind of people that our adverts should show to them, and that is why you see that we have the option to select this select placement instead, which is manual placement instead of the automatic placement. So once you click on this manual placement or select placement, you see that we have about 3 locations where our ad may show, which is the TikTok app, then this global app bundle, which is CapCut, and also the Pango. And our aim is we want to run a TikTok ad, right? So since we want to run a TikTok ad, then there is no point for us to show our advert to people who are on this Pango and also on CapCut, so there's no point at all. So we want our adverts to show to people who are only on the TikTok app. So once we are done with this setting and the ad is live, this means that the advert is going to show to people who are only on the TikTok app. So make sure that you do this on your own end as well, because if you put it on automatic, it means your ad is going to be shown to people who are on CapCut and on this last whatever, which is Pangu. It means you're going to be wasting your money with little conversion, and you don't want to do that, most especially if your budget is limited. So if you're running an awareness campaign, and that is where you have to like select these three options, because this is an awareness that you want to create for a brand. And for you to create a brand awareness ad, it means you have a whole lot of money to create a brand awareness for your app or website, depending on your product or services. So if you click on this advanced settings, we have these three options here, which is user comment, allow video download, and allow video sharing. Now, see these three options, you don't have to toggle any of them off, because if you toggle any of them off, it is going to impact the performance of your ad. And what happens if the performance of your ad is impacted or limited? This means that your ad is going to have little impression, number one, and then also your ad is not going to like perform to the extent in which it should have performed. So you don't have to toggle off any of them. So you need to allow people to comment, probably to give you a positive comment or make inquiry about whatever thing that you're doing. And also you need to allow people to save your video ad as well. You also need to allow people to share your video ad with other people as well. That is why it is very important that you do not toggle any of these options off, except if you are getting a negative feedback from people. And if you are getting negative feedback from people, you do not have to still toggle it for off. You need to like solve out whatever thing that is making people to give positive comment about your brand, product, or services. So please leave these three options the way it is, and you can move ahead. So the next step is targeting. So in this targeting, you can see that the default targeting that is selected for us is this broad targeting. So if you are used to meta ad, you know that there are a lot of targeting options that have been removed in recent times. So because they are giving more priority to broad targeting, meta is giving priority to broad targeting, and that is what TikTok is doing as well. So when it comes to targeting, it is almost the same thing with meta ads. So if you are used to targeting in meta ads, you don't have any option here. So the first option as usual is our locations, right? So you see that the default location that is selected for us here is Nigeria. So but as it is right now, we cannot target different cities in Nigeria at the moment, unlike meta ads that you can target Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Benue, and the rest of them. You can even target your village, but as it is right now, it is not available. But then I hope that in the future this option is going to be rolled out to people, and we will be able to have the option to target different cities that want our ads to run, instead of allowing our ads to run throughout the whole Nigeria, because it's going to be like a wastage of resources, because there are people that are going to see our ad and they may not have the financial capacity to purchase whatever thing that we're selling, or even if they have the financial capacity, the distance is very far that the product cannot be delivered to their location. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about quickly. So you can see that this is at the location, right? So let me enter Lagos, for instance. You see that Lagos cannot be found here. So you see Lagos is not here, right? So let me type Abuja. So let me type Abuja. You see Abuja cannot be found here. So this is for you to know that at the moment we cannot target cities in Lagos, sorry, in Nigeria. So as it is, we can only target Nigeria as a whole. But then, like I said, in future these options are going to be available. So how about age? So you see that you can target people for as low as 13 and 55 plus. But this is what you need to know. So if you are selling a product that is capital intensive, you need to target people that have the potential to buy whatever thing that you are selling. So it's going to be like a wastage of your resources, your money targeting people that may not have the financial capacity to purchase what you are selling. Now let me give you an example. Let's say you're into real estate, for instance. Now what is the need for you to target people who are within 13 to 17, because they don't have the financial capacity? How about 18 to 24? Now 18 to 24, it's not all of them, so I cannot generalize, but then you just need to use your own IQ and target people based on that particular thing that you are selling. Now there are scenarios whereby you can target 13 to 17, 18 to 24. Maybe you want to like sell something that has to do with education, CBT, and the rest of them, because they are the one within the age range that needs that kind of services. So when it comes to targeting using age, you need to put into consideration people within the age range that can afford that thing that you are selling, and also people within the age range that are interested in that particular product or service that you are selling as well. So you just need to do that, and you can select randomly depending on the kind of people that you want to select, the age range of people that you want to target. So if you are cool with it, then you can proceed. And the other option we have here is gender targeting. So you can actually decide to target just only female. So this, if you select just only female, it means that your advert is going to be live and it's going to show to only female. It's not going to be showing to male, a male, because your ad is going to be excluded from these people. This happen most especially when you are selling products that is actually needed mostly by female. So let's say you are into skincare, for instance. Like, I understand that men actually do skincare, but then the majority of people that do skincare is female, right? So you may want to like target a female. Now on the other hand, let's say you want to promote a gaming app or a game, PS5 and the rest of them. I understand that women also play PS5 and play other game, but then majority of people that play game is male, so you may want to like target me. How about if you are selling something that is needed by both gender? So if you are selling something that is needed by both male and female, that is when you have to select this option that says odd, which means that your ad will be showing to both male and also it will be showing to female at the same time. Also, language targeting is very, very important. You need to target people based on the ad language as well, which is your ad creative. So imagine that your ad creative is in English, for instance, and you are targeting people that speak Chinese. It means it's just a wastage of money, because your advert will be showing to people who their default TikTok app language is in Chinese. Now these people, they don't understand English, and your ad is playing to them in English. It means you're just burning your resources, you're burning your money without getting conversion. So if you are running ads to target maybe three different languages, all you have to do is to make sure that you have an ad group for each of these languages, an ad group for English, and also the video creative should be in English. And you want to target people who are in China, for instance, or people who speak Chinese, people who speak Chinese. If you want to target people who speak Chinese, all you have to do is to select from this option here, create a new ad group, select Chinese, for instance. So once you select Chinese, make sure that your video ad is also in Chinese language. So these two need to synchronize together for you to get the best result from your campaign. So if these two are not the same, I tell you that it's going to be like a wastage of your resources, which you don't want to do that. So our ad creative is in English. So since our ad creative is in English, I'm going to be selecting English here. English rather. I'm going to be selecting English here. So we have a spending power. So people that have a high spending and the rest of them, but this statistic is not yet available in Nigeria, so you just have to leave it on the all as it is at the moment. So I think this targeting option is only available in the US at the moment, so you just have to leave it. You don't have to do any targeting or whatever here. Then we have an audience. So in audience, you remember in meta ads, right? We have the saved audience, we have the custom and the lookalike audience. So the saved audience, which is the quick select that you're seeing here, this has to do with our location, our gender, our age range, and the rest of them. This is all you need to know about saved audience. How about custom audience? Custom audience basically has to do with people that have already interacted with your business. Like these people, they are already familiar with your business. Probably people who are following your TikTok account, people who have watched video on your profile, people who have commented on maybe one or two of your videos, people who have shared your video. So all these people who have purchased something from your TikTok account in the past. So all these people together, they are custom audience, because this means that these people have already interacted with your business in the past. So how about lookalike audience? So lookalike audience basically has to do with people who are similar to this your custom audience. Now let's say you want to create a custom audience, sorry, a lookalike audience of people who are following your TikTok account. So remember, you first have to create your custom audience before you can be able to create your lookalike audience. Now let's assume that you have created a lookalike audience of your TikTok following. Now that you have created the custom audience of your TikTok following, then the next option is to create a lookalike audience of your TikTok following. So but then I'm going to be making another video, like I said, to show you guys how to do your audience targeting. I'm going to be making video and a practical step-by-step guide on how to go about your audience targeting on TikTok ads manager. So we also have a exclude option as well. So maybe there's a custom audience that you have created and you don't want your advert to show to these people. So if you don't want your ad to show to them, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is to the option is going to appear here. So once it appear here, you just need to click to exclude. So once you click to exclude, it means your advert is going to show to all these your audiences except these people that you have excluded. So let's say you excluded Ikorodu, for instance, from your location targeting. Your advert will show to everybody in Lagos, but then people in Ikorodu, your ad is not going to show to them because you have already excluded them from seeing your ad. So this is what it means. This is all you need to know about excluding when it comes to targeting, excluding an audience when it comes to targeting. So we also have interest and behavior as well. So if you click on this interest and behavior, you can see that we can target people based on different interests, which is people who are interested in business services, vehicle, blah blah blah. So we also have a purchase intention. So this purchase intention means people who are in the purchasing mode for a particular product or services. So you can see that we have a whole lot of people who are in the purchasing mode for e-commerce product. We have people who are in the purchasing mode for sport and the outdoors. So we also have people in beauty as well. So if you are into cosmetics, or you sell a skincare product and you want to buy you want to target clients who are ready to buy immediately, you just need to come to this purchase intention, try to locate beauty and personal care. So if you like, you can target everybody here, but then if you want to be more specific, that is when you have to click on this arrow here. So once you click on this arrow, if you are into hair care, you select hair care. If you're into oral care, like a dentist, you select this. If you sell wigs, you select this. If you're into skincare, you select skincare. If you're into cosmetic, if you're into fragrance, feminine care, depending on what you are selling. So if you're into skincare, you can uncheck everything here. So let me uncheck this. So I can uncheck everything and just select only skincare. So this means that people that are in the buying mode for skincare, our advert is going to show strictly to these people, and there's every tendency that you are going to get more conversion, because the TikTok app have gathered enough information about these people, and it shows that these people, they are in the buying mode for skincare products. So there are other features as well, but then go to your ad manager, explore on your own so that you can check other targeting options that we have under this interest and behavior. So you can also target by devices. So this basically has to do with targeting based on iOS device or Android device. Now this is advisable when you are selling a product that has to be used by a certain device. So for instance, let's say you are promoting an app that is meant for an iOS. So it is no point for you to target people who are using an Android device, because if you target people who are using an Android device, it's a wastage of your money, your resources, because these people can never install the app that is meant for iOS on Android device. So this is the only option that you have to select the kind of operating system that you want your advert to show to these people. So if you are promoting an Android based app, that is when you have to check this, and this iOS is going to be left out. So but then we are not doing anything that has to do with these features like I mentioned, so we are going to click on this all. So this means that people that are using both Android phone and iOS device, our advert is going to show to them. So even OS, you can target people based on the kind of operating system that they are using. So if you are promoting a product that is meant for people who are using Android 14, you can target them. If you want to target people based on different iOS versions, you can still target these people. But like I said, we are not into any of this stuff, so it is not necessary for us to target people based on different operating system or operating system version. So you just have to leave everything here the way it is. Even the connection type, if you want to target people who are using 3G, 4G, 5G, or even carrier, but you just have to leave everything here the way it is, because you don't have to alter anything here. If you alter anything here, it's going to limit the reach of your ad, and it's going to affect you drastically. So you don't have to do anything in this from this device. Just leave it the way it is, except if you are selling something that basically has to do with a specific device, a specific OS version, and also a specific operating system. That is when you have to come to this settings device, and you do some changes here, and you are good to go. So we also have a budget. If you remember, we've set up our budget at the campaign level. So since we've set up our budget at the campaign level, that is why the option is not available for us anymore. So one thing before I forget, so if you are okay with all the settings, everything that you've done here, you can actually click on save new audience. So once you click on save new audience, you can see the age range we selected, our language, interest and behavior, purchase intention, skincare. So that means we want to target people that are in the purchasing mode to buy skincare, and also gender. You see both gender, male and female. But then if you want to target strictly female, you can also do that by going back to edit it, and you just target only female. So if you're okay with everything, all you have to do is to give your audience a name. So I can just say tutorial audience. So I've given it a name, tutorial audience, and all I have to do is to click on save. So once I click on saved, if you go to our tools and then we go to audience section, we can actually find this audience that we just created. So the next step is our schedule. So when do you want the ad to start running, and also when do you want the ad to stop? So if you select this first option, it means you're going to be running the ad continuously until you pause it manually. But then if you select the other option that says we will have schedule here, so there is another option, but I cannot see it right now. We should have a start and end date. Okay, yeah, look at it. So set a start and end date. So if you click on this second option that says a start and end date, it means you want to run the ad for a particular time frame. You want to start it maybe on Monday and you want to end it on Friday. But if you select the second option that you want to be running the ad continuously, it means you want to run the ad for the period of time that you want, maybe 5 weeks, Monday to Friday, sorry, 5 days, maybe Monday to Friday, or if you want to still go beyond Monday to Friday. So but then in this scenario, it means that you'll be monitoring your ad performance closely to know when to pause the ad, and also when to do some changes, and also when to allow the ad to still continue running. Because if you don't do this, a time is going to come that your credit card is going to be burnt out, and you don't want this to happen to you. So since you don't want this to happen to you, if you are going by the first option that says that you want to be running the ad group continuously, make sure that you watch the ad, you check the performance every day. If there's any changes that is required from you, make sure you do it, and you are good to go till when you are much satisfied and you feel like, okay, I want to close this ad right now, then you can close or toggle off your ad. So we also have bidding and optimization. So remember, like I said, we are sending people from TikTok app to our website. So since we are sending people to our TikTok from TikTok app to our website, we actually have two bidding strategies. So we can actually bid by people who click on our campaign. So remember, these people, they only click on our campaign. So as they click on our campaign, it's going to be recorded as conversion for us. But then you see that they only click, and we don't know if they have visited our landing page. So that is why this option is not that advisable. So if you want to really track your performance, that is when you have to select the second option that says landing page view. So for you to get conversion, it means that you are bidding for people who saw your ad on the TikTok app and they moved to your website. So it is until they are on your website that is going to be count as a activity. So once these people are on your landing page, then it is going to, the TikTok pixel or whatever that you have set up is going to fire immediately. So once everything is set here and you're okay with all the settings, then you can click on this continue. So once you click on continue, it means you are going to the ad level, which is the last stage. So on this ad level, remember, you can use this as use Smart Creative to create ads. So please don't go by anything that has to do with Smart or whatever Smart Plus. Just leave it. Do your targeting manually. Do everything manually, so that if you have a fault in the future, you actually know where the fault is coming from, and you can actually trace it. So all you have to do here is to give your ad a name, your ad level, give it a name. So once you've given it a name, then the next step is your ad creative. You see that you can either use video or image. So if you want to use video and image, click on it. So once you click on it, you have two options here. You can go by TikTok post or creative library. So this TikTok post, basically this has to do with an existing post that you have on your TikTok app. So if you have an existing post on your TikTok app, you can actually use it here. So this is the option that you are going to see. So all the videos that you have made in the past, or the posts, sorry, flyers, whatever that you have on your TikTok app is going to be posted here. So you're going to see everything here. But then in a case or in a scenario whereby you don't want to go by this option, all you have to do is to click on this creative library. So once you click on this creative library, then you can upload the post manually. So you can come here to click on upload, then check throughout your what's it called, the videos. So the videos that you have here, all you have to do is to go for the video, select the right video. So once you have selected the right video, then you can proceed as soon as possible. But on my end here, I already have the video uploaded. So since I have the video uploaded, all I have to do is to just select the video, and then I'll be clicking on confirm. So once I click on confirm, you see that the video is going to come out here. So this is just a preview of how the video is going to look like once the ad have started running. But then we still need to do some changes here. So the first step is our identity, like which TikTok app that we do, or which TikTok app or TikTok account that we want to use for this ads, to run this ad or to show this ads to people. So if you have more than one TikTok account on your ads manager account, all the TikTok account that you have is going to show here. Then make sure to select the right TikTok account. So because it's not going to be okay for you to use a TikTok account that is meant for another product or services to be running ads for another product or services. It's going to make everything look awkward, which you don't want to do that. So since you don't want to do that, make sure to select the right TikTok account for the right campaign that you want to select to run. So we also have this ads only mode. So if you don't want the video to show on your TikTok profile, your TikTok account, you can select this option that says ads only mode, which means that this advert is this particular video they are seeing right now, it's not going to appear on your TikTok account or your TikTok profile. So the next step is we just have to give our we need to write our ad copy, right? So if you want to write your ad copy, I think you have access to like 100 words or something. So just make sure that you write something brief. We can just say something like uh, we are into importation of products from from China to Nigeria, something like this. But then on your end, if you can write something that is more than this, there's no problem at all. But it's not going to be more than 100. So remember, you need to keep it brief and also keep it so engaging, like very, very important if you want to get value. So once you are done with that, we also have our CTA. So for this CTA, you see that a whole lot of CTA, about 8+ CTAs were selected for us. So this means that the TikTok app, when this ad is running, there are different TikTok oh my god, what am I saying? I think I'm tired. Okay, so when your ad starts running, this is how it's going to work. So the call to action is going to be alternating. So for one person, this interested will be showing to them. For another person, visit store will be showing to them as the call to action. But then I don't want to do that. I just want to select a specific call to action. So since I want to select a specific call to action, let's say I want people to learn more about my business. Let me search. Okay, so this is learn more. I can select this learn more. So once people start seeing this ad, this call to action is going to pop up for them, and if they're interested in what they are seeing, they can click on the learn more button to go to my profile. So once they go to my profile, they can have access to more features. Then this is not that important, so you just have to leave this the way it is. And we have the destination, which is the URL, the landing page that you want to send people to. So because this is very important, without the landing page your ad is not going to run. So all you have to do is to make sure to put your website URL or landing page here, and once you do that, everything is good to go. So on my end here, I'm going to search for a landing page. So this is a landing page I created, and I am going to use this landing page. So all I have to do is to copy it, then click on paste here. So I've pasted the landing page here. So once I'm okay with everything, see this tracking is optional, so this is not necessary. So since this is not necessary, make sure to go through all your settings here. So once you go through all your settings from your campaign level to your ad group level and also to your ad level, and if you are okay with everything, then you can click on this publish all. So once you click on this publish all, the ad will go into review. So the ad will go into review within a 24 hours or less. It's going to be approved, and if there's any, if you are going against any of their policy, their privacy policy, then the ad is going to be rejected. You'll be asked to amend it, and once it is amended, then your ad will start serving to people as soon as possible. So this is all you need to know about TikTok ads in 2025 if you are based in Nigeria. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification icon so that you always get notified anytime I upload new video on this channel. So that being said, I'll be creating another video where I will show you guys how to create a TikTok page, because for you to run an ad that has to do with sales, it is compulsory for you to have a TikTok page, because without a TikTok page, it's going to be difficult for you to run sales campaign on the TikTok ads manager. So please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like I said, because that is the only favor that you're going to do to me. So if you have any question about everything I've taught so far, please put it in the comment section. On the comment section, I'll try to watch and also reply to your question as soon as possible. So this is all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you and have a beautiful night rest.